Now, after a long, hard day of Megatron's torment and dealing with Autobots, it's nice to have a chance to power down for a little bit. Wait a minute, what's this on my bed? Hey YouTubers, Remy here, and this is the review for the Talon Slipstream head by TechromDesigns on Shapeways.com. Yeah, this is a very small piece. As you can see in my hand, it's just a replacement head for the Beast Hunter's Starscream mold, to give it a more Slipstream-like head. And if you don't know who Slipstream is, she made her appearance on Transformers Animated, and was a female clone of Starscream. So yeah, it's fitting that this is a design for a Starscream figure. As you can see, I've got the head fully painted right now. Usually it'll just come in like a single colored plastic, for my case it was a frosted clear plastic, which worked out well for me. But yeah, I got it painted up and it's looking pretty nice. The detail is pretty clear, although because this is a 3D printing instead of a plastic mold, there is some notice. Let me get this out of the way. There are some noticeable lines from the 3D printer, and it's not as tidy as what a true plastic molding would do. Still, it's a very nice head and will look good on a Beast Hunter's Starscream figure. Speaking of, since this is just a head, we need to get a body for it. I think I have one handy. Oh yeah, now we got our custom painted body, and if you've been keeping up with my videos, you saw me paint this one, the Nightstorm custom, which I'm going to put the head on right now. And there we go. She's fully finished and looking lovely. Now the head fits on very nicely for this figure, and since it's using a ball joint, it has all the rotation that the original head has. Now, downside is that it doesn't transform perfectly with the head on. Since it's a little thicker in the back than the original Beast Hunter Starscream, it's going to be a little harder to get it to where you can actually fit the head in and keep the transformation going in completely. Most notably, this little antenna thing will stick out a little bit. But since the head can pop on and off very easy, I find that I just take the head off before transforming her. That works for me. If that doesn't really work well for you, I don't know what to say. It's possible to get the head in there and transform it. You're just going to have the antenna thing sticking up a little bit. So if you don't mind that, then there you go. Now for the custom, you may notice that I got the RC swords. Yeah, that is just an aesthetic choice of mine. And they're not included with the Slipstream head, so you're just getting that head. So I don't know if that's going to be a bummer for you or not, but yeah, you can get plenty of swords on Shapeways. But yeah, so while we're here, let's do a quick comparison with the Beast Hunter Starscream, like in its normal form. And as you can see, the heads do make a bit of a difference, as well as the paint jobs. And we'll also take a look at the Transformers Collectors Club version of Slipstream, since it's the only official release Slipstream has ever seen, since it uses the Transformers Prime First Edition Starscream mold. Let's get these two together. So you can see the actual Talon head looks a little nicer than the Slipstream head for the Transformers Collector Club version. So yeah, TechromDesigns did a really good job on making that head, and I applaud him. Now the head will cost you around $10, and the price will vary based on the material you use for it. Since I used a like a frosted clear plastic for it, let me see. I'm just gonna. Yeah, frosted ultra detail was about $10.64 plus shipping. And it's going to take about 3 weeks for it to actually arrive. So that's something to keep a watch on. Nice thing about using the translucent frosted, it actually has some very nice light piping capabilities, as you can see. If you can paint it well enough, you can really get some good light piping with that material. So it's something I'd recommend. You can get cheaper materials if you'd like. So if the cost is a little too much for you. But yeah, I would strongly recommend the frosted ultra detail for it. Really helps bring out the character. Painting is not too difficult. Hardest part would be the lips and eyes. But the rest is actually pretty good. It would be, since this is in 2 halves, I would also recommend super gluing the 2 halves together before putting it on the ball joint, because they do separate rather easily otherwise. Now, I hope you have enjoyed this little review, and I will be glad to see you next time. So take care, so long, have fun, and goodbye.